Victory Sunday, team coverage of the Browns' first win of the season before a full-capacity crowd. Analysis from the voice of the Browns, Jim Donovan, Nick Camino with highlights, and Will Ewick on a re-energized city. Missing woman found. The FBI believes a body found in Wyoming is Gabby Petito, while the search picks up for her fiancé. COVID vaccines and men. We verify, does the COVID-19 shot have any impact on male fertility? Plus, it's fall, y'all. Autumn officially starts this week, and meteorologist Matt Wintz has a big cool down in his forecast.
Live from WKYC Studios, this is What's Next.
We begin with breaking news tonight. 3 news sources tell us that Frank Q. Jackson, the grandson of Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson, has been shot and killed tonight. Sources tell us that he died in a shooting at the Garden Valley Estates public housing complex on Kinsman and Sidaway Avenue. You're looking at a live picture right now of the police, heavy police presence at the scene at the Garden Valley Estates. This is East 70th and Kinsman, where we are told that there are dozens of police officers who have swarmed this scene. We know that Police Chief Calvin Williams is on the scene. The mayor himself, Frank Jackson, has been on the scene, but we're told that he just left a couple of minutes ago. But neither of them have come forward to make an official comment thus far.
Now, over the years, Frank Q. Jackson has had trouble with the law. In June, he was indicted for felony assault of a police officer stemming from a traffic stop in Parma last January. He's accused of pulling an officer with his car while driving off, then leading police on a high-speed chase. We are still waiting, as Lena mentioned, from comment from Mayor Jackson's office about the murder of his grandson. We'll keep you updated on air and on WKYC.com.
Also tonight, more breaking news on Cleveland's east side, where we know that multiple people have been shot. This happened after 8 o'clock tonight on East 46th Street near the Lonnie Burton Recreation Center. We do know that several bullet casings were found scattered nearby the children's swing sets. So far, we do not know the extent of the injuries or if any suspects have been arrested.
Well, good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for What's Next. I'm Will Hewitt.
And I'm Lena Lai. It's been a busy news day tonight, an electric day, too, as our cities also are a top story. The Browns win the first full-capacity home opener since 2019.
Yeah, so let's get straight to it. Let's bring in Nick Camino here for sports, and it was an electric day all day leading up to this game. Everyone was looking forward to this.
Absolutely. I mean, it was an absolute party in downtown Cleveland. The home opener, always a lot of fun, and I think today, Browns fans, they could just feel that energy. They could feel that great weather. They could feel victory in the air, and that's exactly what the Browns gave them. Maybe a little bit closer than they would have liked, but the Browns ultimately getting the W. Let's go to the second quarter. Game tied at 7. Baker Mayfield, his pass is intercepted here, but then the Browns quarterback hurts his shoulder at the 50-yard line trying to make the tackle here. Still in the second quarter, the Texans are up 14-7, but here comes Cleveland. Look at Baker. Must be feeling better. He showed a lot of fortitude here. I mean, just the fact that he was in this game, back in there after getting injured, that was impressive. That made it 14-14. Houston wouldn't go away, but ultimately, with under 6 minutes to go, Nick Chubb makes them go away on this play. That's a 26-yard touchdown run, and that pretty much does it. The Browns a winner, 31-21. So the Browns are 1-1 on the season. For more on today's victory and what's next for the Browns, let's check in with the voice of the Browns, Jim Donovan.
Hello from First Energy Stadium from the Browns radio booth, where the Browns win in front of a packed house in their home opener, 31-21 over the Texans. Was it an easy game? Anything but. But the Browns were resilient and fought back in the game after falling behind by a touchdown and looking like they didn't have any answer defensively for Tyrod Taylor and the Texan offense. Baker Mayfield was the story of the game. Mayfield went out after throwing an interception and trying to make the tackle on Justin Reed with a left shoulder injury, but he never missed a snap. Came back in, threw 19 of 21 in the game, 10 for 10 after throwing the interception. He threw a touchdown pass, ran for a touchdown. You can be a fan of Mayfield or maybe not a fan of him, but never question his toughness. Exactly what you need at the quarterback position.
You know, I'm not doing it for any gratification or anything. I do, you know, I put in the work during the week, come out on Sundays because I truly love this game. I'm blessed to play it as a job. So it's just one of those things. You're going to have to grit things out. I'm not the only one that's dealing with injuries.
I think you guys know this about Baker. He's a very, very competitive young man, and he wants to be out there with his teammates. And doesn't matter if he's sore, he'll be out there, and he's constantly coming back, playing and play out, gonna fight with his teammates.
There were other highlights, too. Rookie Demetric Felton, a great game and a tremendous 33-yard catch and run for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 26-yard run for a touchdown and 95 yards rushing on the day. And the Browns, though, defensively have a lot of work to do. It just seems as though many times they're out of position, and it's a real problem. And the fact that they have so many new faces on defense seems to be the number one topic as we go into Game 3 of the season against the Chicago Bears. Can they solidify that defense? Can that defense get better and make it worthy of all the money they spent in the offseason and the draft capital that they use? We'll see. But let's enjoy this one. They win by 10, 31-21 from First Energy Stadium. I'm Jim Donovan, Channel 3 Sports.
Oh, great stuff from Jimmy, as always. And the thing is, I know there were a lot of people that were critical of how close that game was today. The Browns trailed at one point. Yeah. I just want to say this, though. It's the NFL. It's very difficult to win in this league. A win, Lena, is a
win.
Right? We talk about it all the time.
You guys rehearse that one.
Well, we do that a lot on this show. But a win is a win. Yeah. Enjoy this one. Got the Bears next week. That'll be interesting. Yeah. Both teams 1-1.
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
All right.
See you again coming up in sports next thing. And meanwhile, downtown Cleveland has been buzzing all day as the home opener brought thousands of barking fans who injected some excitement into the city that only Browns fans can provide.
We've been up since like 2-ish.
About 5:30 in the morning.
We got here at 2 in the morning.
From the wee hours well before game time.
We've been waiting for this for 2 years, and the lot's already buzzing.
To early Sunday morning.
It's an awesome feeling to have everybody down here. It's been a long time waiting. You know, these Cleveland Browns fans were here, we're hungry, we're ready to go.
To Sunday evening.
My alarm went off at 6 a.m. Got there at 7:20. I have no idea what time it is right now. But you know what? This is a marathon, not a sprint.
I'm a little hoarse, okay, because I was giving it my all in there.
The sea of fans donning brown and orange, taking over sidewalks, roads.
Let's go, Browns!
Restaurants and markets brought an electricity to downtown Cleveland missing for over a year.
We were sad that we couldn't come last year, but we're happy to be in the stadium, and it was packed full of energy.
City, it was on fire, honestly. It was on fire. Everybody's having a good time. I haven't seen that many people in the stadium in 5 years.
Last year, due to COVID, the Muni Lot wasn't the Muni Lot, and the Dog Pound certainly didn't seem like the Dog Pound. But in the home opener of the 2021 season,
Let's go, Browns, baby!
Fans are making up for lost time, and businesses are seeing the reward.
From the get-go, right when we opened up the doors, we had a massive amount of people, pre-game, tailgaters, here, of course, to get their beer and their snacks for the game. It's like Christmas down here for us. I mean, we're going to do literally double the business of what we normally do on a Sunday here.
T-shirts! I got the winning team hats.
Man, it's great. I love it. This is what I live for, this right here, man, doing these Browns games, working here at my stand.
It's a Buzz Thomas Dozier, who's been selling shirts for over 35 years on Lakeside.
There you go. Thank you. 25.
Is hoping won't be short-lived.
That preseason game and this game is made up for the whole last 2 years. These fans is loving it.
And one fans think will continue all the way through February of 2022.
Super Bowl period.
I think we're going all the way.
When the Browns are good, football's better.
Well, the scene was great with brown and orange filling the city, and it may not be unique this year. As you heard, fans are thinking this is going to be one heck of a season, and that same energy may just be back downtown next Sunday when the Browns host the Bears.
Meanwhile, before the game, Baker Mayfield honored fallen Navy Corpsman Maxton Soviak. Mayfield's pregame cleats had an image of the Petty Officer 3rd Class with the words, "Rest in peace, Navy Corpsman Maxton Soviak." The shoes, custom made by Soles by Sir. Corpsman Soviak from Berlin Heights was among 13 U.S. service members killed by a suicide bomber last month in Afghanistan.
And about 700 runners and walkers showed up to kick off the 19th annual West Park Heroes Run. There was a 5-mile run, a 2-mile run or walk, and also a kids-only race. All the money raised today benefits the Cleveland Police and Firefighters Memorial. That memorial provides assistance and scholarships to children of fallen officers and firefighters.
We continue to follow developing news out of Wyoming tonight, where a body believed to be that of 22-year-old Gabby Petito has been found in a national forest. Petito was last heard from in late August while on a cross-country trip with her fiancé, Brian Laundrie. He returned from that trip, but Petito did not. Her family reported her missing, and the FBI has been searching since.
As every parent can imagine, this is an incredibly difficult time for the family and friends. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. We ask that you all respect the privacy as they mourn the loss of their daughter.
The fiancé, Laundrie, has been named a person of interest in the case, and he is still missing. Today, a second day of searching for Laundrie at a wildlife preserve in Florida. His family says he has not been seen since Tuesday, but Petito's family says he's just trying to hide from police. New tonight, it looks like Republican State Senator Matt Dolan will be running for U.S. Senate. While he did not make an outright announcement tonight, he did post on YouTube late tonight a new ad for his run for U.S. Senate, and his social media accounts now list him as a U.S. Senate candidate. We reached out to Dolan tonight, but did not hear back. You know, there are a lot of misconceptions when it comes to getting the vaccine or experiencing side effects related to the COVID-19 shot.
So let's verify some of these claims. Brandon Lewis reports.
More than half of eligible Americans are fully vaccinated as health professionals continue encouraging everyone to get their dose. But a video posted on BitChute, viewed more than 9,000 times, claims we could be sterilizing an entire generation of men with the vaccine. So let's verify. Does the COVID-19 vaccine cause fertility issues in men? Our sources are a research study from the University of Miami and Albert Hsu, a fertility doctor at the University of Missouri.
There's no evidence whatsoever that the COVID-19 vaccine has any impact on male fertility.
In fact, the opposite may be true. Researchers say a small percentage of men who survive COVID-19 have a lower sperm count.
In general, it's safer to get the vaccine than actually getting the disease.
Researchers at the University of Miami studied fertility rates in young men before and after the vaccine and saw no changes over a 70-day period. Hsu says it's too soon to know the long-term effects, but the research is promising.
It is extremely difficult to prove a negative, and I think any papers that really say that, honestly, from a scientific standpoint, are a little bit premature. But again, folks that are considering it, please rest assured that there's no convincing, concerning evidence that there's a negative impact on male or female infertility.
So we can verify there is no evidence the COVID-19 vaccine causes fertility issues in men. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Well, up next, a sight to behold, lava, plumes of smoke, all after a giant eruption. We'll check it out.
And let's say hello to Matt.
Yeah, hi guys. We had a beautiful warm day today, and we're going to continue to heat up as we go throughout your Northeast Ohio Monday, and then we turn towards a pattern-changing system. This could bring us some pretty heavy rain this week as well. We'll take you through that and the latest numbers in your 10-day forecasts coming up.
What's Next is sponsored by Window Nation, online at windownation.com.
This is a must-see moment. A volcano erupting on the Spanish Canary island of La Palma today. The lava is flying through the air. Plumes of smoke continue to rise. It is one of the most active volcanic regions in the Canaries. The last major eruption was in 1971.
Those are always interesting to see. What are the weather implications for something like that? Well, obviously, we don't have to deal with those here.
Right, hot and steamy. Humidity goes up as well.
Right on the nose, wasn't it? I put it up on a tee for
Hot
him.
like lava?
I was going to get into the scientific, because they can spray ash in the atmosphere and actually, cause some cooling over the following years. But, just the short-term forecast it gets hot around a volcano.
Fair enough.
Probably not the place to be. Good place to be is Northeast Ohio this weekend. Panned out pretty well. We had some scattered showers overall. Not too bad. And things are starting to warm up. Tomorrow morning out the door, we'll have increasing clouds, not expecting any rain in the morning, but by afternoon we'll be dealing with some spotty showers around. Notice our high temperatures up into the 80s by the afternoon as well with those scattered showers. We've got the tail of two different air masses right now, 50s out towards the east. Couple miles west of that, we're in the 70s right now. It is really humid as well as you get further south and west. You can see some of our dew points up into the 60s. Meanwhile, we've got dry air off towards the north and the east. Ravenna, Chardon, out towards Ashtabula County, sitting pretty right now. It's a cool, comfortable evening. What's going on? We've got a warm front that's dividing the area. This warm front will lift north overnight tonight. That will bring us all into a more humid day tomorrow, and we'll also scatter those showers around as we've got a system to the south that is slowly meandering its way off towards the north. You notice the clouds will continue to increase tonight and tomorrow morning, and eventually we'll squeeze out just some scattered showers. There's not a lot of energy with this. Where is the energy? It's north and west of here. A pretty complex system continues to just change that pattern. They've had Rocky Mountain snow out towards the west, as you'd expect this time of year with this. This is a game changer. Series of low pressures will eventually push east. Eventually that will bring that cooler air our way as well. But until then, we're locked into the warmth. Tomorrow, we're locked into the warmth on Tuesday. It's Wednesday. That will be our day of change. So your National News Zymar hour-by-hour forecast. Let's time out some of this rain. Notice the clouds tomorrow morning. Not expecting any rain out the door. We'll have to keep our eye out for some shower chances creeping as we go throughout the latter half of the morning hours. But again, not really impressive in terms of the rain. Most hours will be dry. We'll likely have some veiled sunshine as well. Temperatures up into the 80s tomorrow, despite the fact we're not going to have a lot of sun. Tomorrow night, we get a little wave of energy in here. This will arrive Tuesday morning with some scattered showers around the area. Again, nothing really that impressive on Tuesday. Tote the umbrella just in case. A little bit cooler on Tuesday, but still mild and humid. We'll be in the 70s. Beyond that, that's when the changes arrive. So you can see how we have that moisture the next 2 days. We're waiting on a cold front, and this is that cold front that was that game changer out west. This will likely bring a line of showers and thunderstorms into northwestern Ohio sometime late Tuesday. That line will move in, low pressure will develop, and we've got hours of rainfall, potentially heavy, setting up Tuesday night, all day Wednesday as it looks right now, and then Thursday, this thing finally lifts off towards the north. Before it's all said and done, we could be dealing with some pretty heavy rainfall totals around here. In fact, some of the latest model runs indicating anywhere from 3 to 5 inches possible wherever that sets up. So pretty heavy rain later this week. Could be worse though. Alaska, they've got some really heavy snow. In fact, 40 to 50 inches of snow expected in some of the mountains of Alaska. It is definitely a sign of the seasons changing. Union Home Mortgage 7-day forecast. Look at the temperature tumble down into the 60s Wednesday, Thursday. We stay in the 60s over the course of the weekend, and we're back to the 70s next week with some sunshine. Will and Lena.
Okay, thanks, Matt. Coming up, the Browns win their home opener, but at what cost? More on Jarvis Landry's injury and how long he could be out. Nick Camino, back for sports, coming up next.
The Sports Report is sponsored by the people-pleasing people at Sarah Auto Park in Akron.
Welcoming you back. I know you're enjoying the weekend, right? Nothing like a Browns opener that you win in front of your home fans. Yeah, game 2, week 2, First Energy Stadium. It was rocking at full capacity. The Browns did their thing. Here we go. Always great to give the fullback some love. Andy Janovich gets in for the score, 7-0 Browns. Second quarter action, Baker Mayfield picked off. Look at this, though. Baker at the 50-yard line. He tries to make the stop. He hurts his shoulder in the process. Ouch. Still second quarter. Remember Tyrod Taylor, former Browns quarterback? Well, he plays for the Texans now. He scrambles in for a 15-yard touchdown scamper. Suddenly, Houston leads it 14-7. Still first half. Look at Baker, though, showing some toughness. Keeps it himself on the ground for the score. We're all tied up at 14-14. To the third quarter we go. Check out the screenplay here. It sets up so perfectly for Demetric Felton. He's the everything guy out of UCLA. He's fast. He's shifty. I like this guy. 33 yards for the touchdown. Browns go up 21-14. Cleveland goes on to win 31-21. They improve to 1-1 on the season.
We didn't start well. We made the plays when we needed to later in the game, but turning the ball over twice again, just not good. We're hurting ourselves. We need to learn from these mistakes. Obviously, this week it's better to learn from a win than a loss. But we just have to be better. We have to take care of the ball. We knew that that's what their defense is all about, and we gave 2 balls away.
Oh my gosh, there was just a lot of injuries today in this game. This was tough to see. Browns wide receiver Jarvis Landry suffering a knee injury on the opening drive of the game. It's believed he has a sprained MCL. He will undergo an MRI. Here's Coach Stefanski.
You don't ever want to lose Jarvis Landry from your football team. So, we'll hopefully he's back real soon. But he's another leader of this football team. He was, I think, on his way to having a good day. So we'll just see what the MRI looks like in the morning.
Let's talk some baseball now. Indians in the Big Apple today, wrapping up their series against the New York Yankees, really trying to play the role of spoiler in the Bronx because the Yankees are trying to get a playoff spot. Third inning, how about Roberto Perez? Nice piece of hitting here, base knock. Harold Ramirez and Yu Chang come home to score. That put the Indians up 5-1 in the fifth inning. Start spreading the news because Jose Ramirez is leaving today. I practiced that a couple times. 35th homer of the season, 6-1 Tribe. Frank Sinatra, I am not. And the Indians go on to win 11-1. The Indians come home tomorrow. They open up a series. Actually, that'll be later today because it's 12:01. Doubleheader today, 4:05 against the Royals. Both of those will be 7-inning games. All right, now time for the Kaulig Race Report. Here's team owner Matt Kaulig.
Hey, Northeast Ohio, it's Matt Kaulig. We're here in Bristol, Tennessee at the world's fastest half mile where A.J. Allmendinger just won his 4th race of the year. We just won here in one of the most dramatic finishes in NASCAR history. I hope we have footage to show you, but AJ wins the regular season championship in the Xfinity Series as we just ended the regular season. On to the playoffs, and there's 7 races to go. Hopefully we get to the championship race in Phoenix with all 3 drivers, but just an unbelievable weekend here in Bristol, and couldn't be more excited. It's always fun to have trophies and just celebrate. So we're having fun here at Kaulig Racing. On to the playoffs, and back to you guys.
All right, don't forget, coming up, sports tonight, more on the Browns, more from the NFL action on this Sunday. We'll have some Indians baseball, too. Much, much more. Can't wait.
Nikki, I like it. You're not too high, not too low. You're even keel.
Let
me ask you this.
Okay.
Did you feel better, the Browns' loss after KC, a good team, or the win over Houston, which was believed to be a bad team?
That's a really good question. I'll take the victory, I guess. But you're right. We all felt pretty good after that week 1 loss. Today, people were getting pretty critical after a win. Let's enjoy the victory, right? How about this? Go beat the Bears.
Because a win is a what?
A win.
Okay,
and can
win.
you please sing Sinatra next time? Please.
Start spreading the news.
Right
I'm leaving.
An update now on our breaking news from the top of the show. 3 news sources tell us that Frank Q. Jackson, the grandson of Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson, has been shot and killed tonight. Sources telling us that he died at a shooting at the Garden Valley Estates public housing complex. You're looking at a live picture there of that complex at East 70th and Kinsman, where there are dozens of officers on the scene. Police Chief Calvin Williams there too. Mayor Frank Jackson also there earlier this evening, neither giving comment about the incident tonight. No word yet on any arrests.
Of course, we're going to continue to follow this story as it develops. Be tuning into WKYC.com and then tune in to Go at 4:30 in the morning for all the very latest.
In the meantime, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Good night.
Thank you for watching 3 News. Watch us live wherever you are, on our website, on our apps, or on your favorite streaming service. Wherever life takes you, 3 News is there.